Morning, dear hearts. We are on review lesson 178 in our fifth review. Please subscribe. We have a central thought that is guiding our whole review, and we have 2 lessons each day that we are reviewing. But our central thought, and let's say it all together, that God is but love and therefore so am I. And how does that feel? If we have been repeating this idea before every practice session, during every practice session, and after every practice session. And we've been practicing a lot, right? So the more we say this idea that God is but love and therefore so am I, hopefully that this idea is going in deeper. It is again those neural pathways that we are building, that this idea is making a path for us of acceptance of this truth, because it is a truth. And it is time for us to stop denying it is a truth. Which brings me to the 2 lessons that we are reviewing today. Because the first lesson is, let not my mind deny the thought of God. Very Shakespearean in saying that. But it is, I don't want to deny any longer, that indeed I am a thought of God. That is who I am. This was my birthplace, my place of creation was because I am a thought of God. And it is time to stop the denial. That's the one word we could use for today's lesson. Denial. Denial is, the time for it is over. There is no reason now for us to deny the truth that we are a thought of God, and that God is but love and therefore so are we. If we go back into the first 50 lessons, the lesson that I think really plays with this, and I may not have been using this one when we had the lesson first, but it is lesson 21, that I am determined to see things differently. And there are many lessons that we can use, because one lesson is all lessons. But I am determined to see things differently. And in my determination to see things differently, I am ready to stop the denial of the truth of who I am, and stop the denial that indeed I am a thought of God. And we all are. The second lesson that we are in review for, and in between, of course, we say God is but love and therefore so am I. The second lesson is, I am entrusted with the gifts of God. And the one word we can use for this is the opposite of denial, and it is acceptance. Okay, I am ready to stop denying that I am a thought of God, and I am ready to accept that I have been given, I have been entrusted with the gifts of God. I accept that now. And now I know that with all gifts, as they are received and recognized, they must be shared. So I am entrusted with the gifts of God that I am meant to share with all of my brothers. All of my brothers. And one of the lessons from the first 50 that we can blend with this is, again, that I am not alone in experiencing the effects of my thoughts. And I can add in that God is in everything I see, because God is in my mind. And so with God in my mind, I am sharing the gifts of God to everyone, as I am meant to do. Of course, we are among the ministers and messengers of God. And so the acceptance of that gives me the awareness that indeed I must share these gifts that I have been entrusted to have and to realize. Now, if we go, as I've been doing for this review, going into the introduction to the review, such a beautiful introduction, so many wonderful phrases there and ideas. And again, there's more than one place that we can go to help to clarify the lesson. And remember, we were told in the introduction that God is but love and therefore so am I is going to expand each of the review lessons. Another aspect of the review lesson is found in God is but love and therefore so am I. But in the introduction to the review, in the second paragraph, which is it is a prayer, and it is a help that your word, we would but listen to your word and make it ours. Lead our practicing as does a father lead a little child along the way he does not understand. Yet does he follow, sure that he is safe, because his father leads the way for him. Let not my mind deny the truth that my Father is leading me and is holding my hand, and I am safe and secure because I am a thought of God. And for the second lesson, that I am entrusted with the gifts of God. So much in several of the paragraphs that we could go there, but the gifts of God. And in paragraph 8, it says, release me as you practice once again the thoughts I brought to you from him who sees your bitter need and knows the answer God has given him. All of the gifts that we have been given to answer our need of thinking that we are not a part of God, that indeed we are a part from God. And together we review these thoughts. Together we devote our time and effort to them, and together we will teach them to our brothers, and God would not have heaven incomplete. Teach them to my brothers, because I am entrusted with the gifts of God, and because of that I must share them with my brothers. They all must be given away to know that I have received them, and then of course what happens is I receive them back. Everything I give, I receive, and tenfold and more, because that is how all of creation, all of the thoughts of God, that is how our raison d'être, that is who we are. We are only here to expand. Our reason for being is to expand. Creation's reason is to expand and to enfold and encompass all living things, and we are part of that enfolding. So our mission is to be that. That's it for today. I hope it helped. I hope it wasn't confusing. Please like, please share, please subscribe, please comment, please pray. Lots of comments for the sunflowers. I know that it's as it seems everyone appreciates and loves sunflowers. They are truly magnificent. And please be here tomorrow, okay? And accept that you are but love, because God is but love, and we are one. Namaste.